All right, let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna start with feet together, toes forward. We're gonna open and then close. Open, close. Got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Staying in first position. So we're gonna lift and lower. Lift, lower. Got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking that right leg, coming out, sliding in, same side. Slide in. Getting a little bit warm. Loosening everything up before we get started. Now, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. And down. Slide in. And we got 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll go back and forth. So going right and left. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's stay here. So I'm making sure my heels are turned in, toes are on a slight angle out, and I'm sinking down, opening the hips and the inner thighs. So I'm just going to take my hand to the inside of the leg, open up, and then other side, twist. You might get a little adjustment, and then other side again, and last one. Awesome. So we're going to turn the toes to point forward. We'll reach down towards our mat. If you can't reach the floor, that's fine. Just trying to lengthen out through the spine. And then from here, let's switch up. So we'll just drop the hips, bend the knees. Now, the focus here is dropping the hips down, opening the chest up. So if this is too much, you can always come up to here, or even up to here if you need a little bit more modification, that's fine. So we've all got a little bit different range of motion and flexibility. Keeping my chest open, you can kind of sway back and forth if that feels good. And then we'll put the hands down, straighten the legs back out, a little stretch through the hamstrings. And again, bending the knees, dropping the hips. And again, we'll straighten it out. We're going to stay straightened out from here. And we'll just sway the hips side to side. Just a little back and forth. Back to center, and we'll roll it all the way back up to standing. Awesome. So I'm going to grab my weights. Again, just as a reminder, if you feel that it gets too heavy at any time, you can always drop down to no weights, or if you have the option to do lighter weights at home, you can always do that. I'm going to start in first position. Hands are going to come right in front of me, palms face in towards my body. And we're just going to lift up to shoulder height and come down. Got a slight bend through the elbows. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So still keeping those palms facing you. We're going to come up and down. So zipping right up through the body and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Flipping the palms out, elbows are pulled in. We're coming up and down. Bicep curl. I'm not swinging my arms back and forth. I'm keeping those elbows pointed down. If you feel like you need to swing, I would pick up some lighter weights or drop your weights. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lower to halfway, keeping those elbows pulled in. We're going to open the arms, close back to front. Open, close. Keeping those shoulders down, chest open. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. And we'll lower the arms down. I'm going to move the camera a little bit so you can see my arms come up in this next one. So I'm going to take the feet apart. Okay, we're back in our kind of sumo squat position. Toes are turned out. I'm going to start with my palms up and my arms out. Okay, so that'll be when we come down. As we come up, we lift it, and then we lower back down. Lift, and lower. We're going to be nice and slow to start. Lift, lower. So I'm dropping right to that shoulder height. Sink in the legs. Last 2. Last 1. Stopping here, we're going to pulse 1, 2, 3, and lift. 1, 2, 3, lift. 1, 2, 3, lift. Last one like this. We're going to do a single count, so we come down, lift, down, lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Go ahead and bring the arms down. Heel toe the feet in a little bit. I'm going to keep my knees slightly bent. We're not coming up and down this time. Palms face out. I'm going to open. And then we'll close it back down. Keeping the core pulled in, open. Close. Awesome. Lift. And lower. More like that, open. And bring it back down. Great. I'm going to turn my toes forward, and I'm going to keep my feet nice and wide. I might even make mine a little bit wider. So I'm going to take my arms out in front of me, palms face down, as I come into my side lunge. I'm never moving my feet in and out. They're just gonna stay nice and wide. Just bending one knee, bringing the hands out, and then coming back up. Same thing on the other side. Bending and coming back up, okay? Come down, and lift. Come down, and lift. Really squeezing that core in, making sure we're breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. We're going to change stance now. If for whatever reason you need extra balance, or you want to make sure that your hips stay lined up, and you're worried about that, you can have both feet on the ground or on your mat. That's fine. If not, I'm going to take my left foot back, toes pointed, and I'm going to load both arms up behind me, okay? So we're doing our tricep kickback, just a little bit different stance, getting a little bit more work in the core and the legs today. So if you'd like to stay here, you can, or you can hover it if you're looking for a little extra challenge. We're just holding and extending back. In, step. So I keep those elbows behind my body. Keep my chest open, shoulders down, away from the ears. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. I'm going to switch sides, so opposite leg comes back. You either have the toe on the ground or hover the foot. Starting by bringing those arms back, and then we straighten, bend. My hips are still squared off towards the ground. Now opening up one leg. At 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. And bring it down. We're going to lower our weights for right now. On the side. Sure. Schedule here. Awesome. Okay. So let's start with our normal bar stuff to kind of get into it before we introduce the new stuff. I'm going to hold onto my wall today. And then we've got my feet in first position, so heels are together, toes are apart. If you'd like, you can always face your wall or your bar for this as well. Side or front facing is fine. But if you are side facing, you're taking your hand to the outside hip. You're going to bend, lift the heels, come up and lower. Bend, lift, up, lower. Every time I lift, I'm squeezing the glutes. Sure, I'm engaging the core the whole time. Engaging the core doesn't mean you're holding your breath, so still breathing, really making sure we're inhaling and exhaling with the movement. This means being mindful of pulling the belly button in towards the spine while we're doing the exercise. We've got 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. So keep those heels lifted for me. Bring them together so they touch. And then we're going to bend and lift. And lift. Same idea. So as I straighten the legs, I'm squeezing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back down. We're going to pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're holding. Okay? Again, core is pulled in. If you'd like to challenge yourself, you can take your hand off your bar. Take those shoulders up and down. Make sure they're relaxed. Got 4, 3, 2, and from 1, we will forward fold, coming down towards the feet. Little stretch for the backs of the legs and the spine. And from here, we're just going to roll it all the way back up. Cool. Stepping the feet apart. Toes are turned out again. We're in second position. Hand is on the bar or you're facing. And opposite hand is on the hip. We're going to bend, lift, come up, and lower. So same thing. Up, lower, bend, lift, up, squeezing at the top. Got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping those heels lifted now, we're going to bend and lift. Bend, lift. Okay, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Coming back down, we're going to pulse. So making sure that core is pulled in. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it on 1. So again, you can hold on. Take the hands off of your bar. Bring those shoulders up, down, and back. Make sure they're relaxed. 4, 3, 2, and we'll forward fold. So this time the feet are a little wider, just like in the warm up. We're going to sway the hips side to side. A little extra stretch. And then we come back to center. We'll roll it all the way back up. Awesome. So here's where I'm going to grab the ball. And again, if you don't have one, no worries. It's not a big deal. I'm going to start with my ball right behind my left knee. So like I said, this one's a pretty good size for me to keep put behind my knee while we use it. We're going to be facing our bar. So starting there. Now, if you don't have a ball, you're just bending the knee. So everything that we're doing with a ball, you can do without by just bending and squeezing the heel up towards your glute. Okay, so you got the ball. Oh, that's slippery. Okay, let's see if we can. Got that. Okay, let's see if it stays put. So I'm facing my wall. Depending on the height of your bar, again, you may be leaning more forward than I am or more upright. Either way, we're keeping the core pulled in. So pointing the toe, squeezing that ball in. I'm just going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it up there on 1. So see, I think something's gonna work. We're gonna pulse. If you do have a ball that's the right size and you can keep it there, you can keep it. Got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it back down. So I'm gonna make sure my knees meet each other, and then from there I'm gonna open up to the side and close. So if I face you, it looks like this. So what I'm never doing is opening up through the hip. So I'm not gonna overextend it. I'm only opening up as far as my leg allows and my hip allows, okay? So hips are still facing forward. But we've got last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So bring the feet down, stand it back up. The leg that was standing is going to cross over the one that was moving. And you're going to sit down into a little stretch, a little chair stretch. And then from here, we're going to stand it back up. Same thing, other side. So if you do have a ball, you can use it. But if not, no worries. We're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Again, core stays pulled in. Still trying to point that toe, no matter if you've got a ball or not. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up there and pulse. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the knee down to meet your opposite knee. We open up to the side. We close. Open, close. Again, don't overextend through that hip. Make sure those hips are squared off, pointing in the same direction in front of you. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So stand it back up, and then leg that was standing crosses over leg that was moving, and we sit down into the stretch. Awesome. And we'll come back up. So we're going to come down to the mat. I'm just going to adjust, put you guys down. Okay. So coming down to the mat, starting on hands and knees. If you've got a ball that you can keep behind your knee, great. You can use it here in a second. If not, if you've got one that slips around, just toss it to the side, no worries. So we'll start here. We're going to start with a stretch, keeping my knees lined up with my hips, my hands lined up with my shoulders to start. I'm going to lift, rounding the back, pulling the belly button in, and then exhaling, dropping the belly, lifting the chest and the tailbone. And again, we round, inhale, and then exhale, drop it down. And then one more, lift, inhale, exhale, drop it down. Awesome, and then we come back up, we come back to flat back, and I'm going to start with my left leg so that you can see a little better. I'm going to take my toe, point it back behind me, and then I'll take it on a diagonal out to the side of me. Really important here as we bring our leg out on a diagonal that we make sure we're keeping the same amount of pressure in both hands. So I'm not leaning over to one side in order to lift my leg here, okay? we're just going to point the toe, lift up and down, up and down. So everybody's range of motion is a little bit different. Also, if you feel like that angle is too much, you can always bring it a little bit closer to straight back. So you should feel it right in the side of your booty. A little squeeze as you lift. Got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So now I take it straight back. So leg is straight back behind me, toe is still pointed, and we do the same thing. We lift and lower. Lift, lower. So I'm really trying to shoot energy down through my leg, out of that big toe, lengthening out the leg. Got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On that last one, keep it lifted for me, and then bend your knee. Toes going to point up towards the ceiling. We're going to lift and lower. Lift, lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So here's the fun one. Same leg is going to be the one that moves in and out. We're in our plank now. I'm going to pull that left knee in. I'm going to extend it up. Pull in, extend up and back. Plank, down dog. Plank, down dog. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Go ahead and bring the foot down, bend the knees, and press it back into child's pose. And then from here, we come back up, making sure shoulders are in line with our hips, or shoulders are in line with our hands, knees are in line with our hips. Same thing on the other side. So I'm going to take my right foot out on that diagonal, finding where it feels good, toes pointed, and then we lift and lower. Lift, lower. And again, it doesn't have to be a huge lift, especially as we're learning to keep our hips pointed down in the same direction. You might find that maybe the range of motion you've been using for moves like this in the past isn't actually helping you as much when you can be making sure your hips are lined up and getting more out of the exercise. Not hurting yourself. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So we point it back, we lift, and lower. Lift, lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep it up on 1. Bend the knee, point the toe up, and we go up and down. So when I lower, I don't lower all the way down. It's just a little lower, about an inch, and then right back up. You want to focus on that squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So we take it back. We're in plank. That right leg pulls in, extends back. So we're in plank and down dog. Plank, down dog. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Bring it down into plank, lower the knees, and press back into child's pose. Awesome. And we'll come back forward. We're going to come into our forearm plank. So you can come all the way down here to start. I like to make sure my shoulders are lined up with my elbows for this one. Curl the toes under and then lift it up into that plank. We're just going to hold here to start. So figuring out your alignment, pulling the belly button in towards the spine, pressing the shoulders down away from the ears. And then from here, we're going to start walking the feet. So I'm just going to pick one up and down, opposite, down, walk. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring it down. Big deep breath. And then from here, we'll take the hands to the sides of the chest, elbows point back. You can come up into your baby cobra right here, or you can come up with me to full cobra. So stretching out the core, breathing. And then from here, we're just going to transition back into down dog, or excuse me, child's pose. We're getting into down dog in a second. All right, so now we press forward, curl the toes under, press back into down dog. So in down dog, we're really trying to press the chest through the hands, bring those heels down towards the mat. We're doing the same thing here in down dog. I'm going to scooch forward though so I don't kick anything. So we're holding here, and then we're going to walk. So it doesn't have to be a huge lift through the foot. We're just going to lift one side and come down, other side and come down. So we'll point the toe as we lift the leg, and we'll start now. So we lift and lift. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we'll drop the knees, press it back into child's pose. Awesome. We'll come back up, transition onto our backs. So we're laying down. This will be our last little exercise before we stretch out. So I've got my feet on the mat, knees are bent. I'm going to lift my arms up. And as I come up into my bridge, we did this yesterday if you were in class. As I come up into my bridge, I'm going to just draw my half circle all the way down. And then as I lower, come all the way back up, okay? So still be mindful of the shoulders, making sure they're not creeping up towards the ears. And we're moving nice and slowly, starting with the hands up above the head, lift into bridge, draw that half circle, fingertips point towards the heels, and then we come back up. And again, exhaling as we lift, and then inhaling as we lower the hips back down. So on that exhale, really blowing the air out, squeezing the core in, down. Down. This is last 4. 3. 2. And 1. You're gonna hold the hips up for me here. So I'm staying in bridge, squeezing my glutes, lifting my hips, core is pulled in. And all I'm gonna do is the arms. So I'll lift the arms up and exhale, bring them back down. Lift them up. Back down. Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Got 2 more. Lift. And lower. Awesome. So keeping the hips lifted. Palms are just going to come down to the ground now. We're just going to pulse. So I come up, down, down, up. So instead of coming all the way down, you're just doing a nice little pulse, about an inch down, and then lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and lower back down. You can extend the legs out. Extend the legs out. And then the arms come up. Get comfortable here a second. This is a good time to lift the lower back. I know while we're doing core work, you want it down on the ground, but get that big stretch now. And then we're going to take that right knee in towards the chest. So right knee comes in. And then I'm going to place my left hand on my left hip. And then I'll open up that right knee to the side, to the right side. Okay? The reason I've got this hand on my opposite hip is so I don't try to open all the way up and lift this hip off the ground. I want to make sure, again, that we're keeping these hips squared off. This feels like maybe you don't have as much range of motion right here, but then if you're lifting this hip, you're not actually getting more out of the stretch, but you feel like you're opening up more, which we want you to get the most out of it. And then we'll go to the other side. So taking the outside of that right leg and crossing it over the body. And then we come back to center. Same thing on the other side. So I'm going to take my left knee in. here, laying that right hand on the right hip and opening up left. Take it over, across the body, spinal twist. And then we'll come back to center. So I'm going to bend both knees, and I'll just cross my right ankle over my left knee, and then I'll lift up and grab behind my left knee. So getting a little deeper into the outside of the glute. Yeah. And then release it to the other side. So left ankle over right knee, lift up, grab behind that right knee. And release. So I'm going to take my hands behind my knees, roll it up to seated. I'm going to face you guys. So let's just take the hands to the knees here for a second, and we'll roll the shoulders back. So loosen those back up. We did a lot of different stances and combinations of moves. The arms portion this morning. And then we'll reverse it. Shoulders forward. Awesome. I'm going to take my right hand to my left knee. And the opposite hand comes back. Sit up nice and tall. And then we come back to center. Other side, so left hand to right knee. Right hand comes back. Sit up nice and tall. And back to center. So let's stretch the neck a little bit before I let you guys go. So first, starting with the shoulders down away from your ears. You're sitting up tall. You're just going to take the right ear down towards that right shoulder. And then we'll switch. So nice and slow over to the other side. And one more time. And last one. Nice job. And one big deep breath. Exhale. And you guys are all set.